Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Facilitator. Debt is a financing for development resource, but it depends on its conditions. And under the current no system of debt, with ad hoc processes that have proven are not fit for purpose for prevention and restructuring, debt hardly fulfills that objective. We are extremely concerned by governments whose positions seem intent on blocking any significant reform of debt architecture, protecting a status quo of the IMF, World Bank, and G20 Troika, in which creditor governments hold the decision-making power. If this succeeds, they will condemn millions of people to decades of austerity, stagnation, and human and environmental rights violation caused by unsustainable debt. Debt crisis cannot be resolved with a growing spiral of debt. There is a systemic failure that needs to be recognized. The debt status quo, which has led to repeated debt crises over the past years, is built on the legacy of colonialism and imperialism by the global North in the global South. In this sense, we strongly support the following proposal in paragraph 10 of the Global Financial Framework section. We acknowledge that it is an imperative for developed countries enriched through the colonial action to pay the colonial financial debt to these countries that have suffered the impacts of colonialism, by which an international scheme must be created for the countries to claim and monitor the just payment. On debt swaps, even if they finally manage to include principles of integrity, they have limitations in terms of scale and impacts. Debt swaps cannot be the main game-changer proposal on debt in FFD4. We need an intergovernmental process at the United Nations with a view to closing gaps in the debt architecture. We call on all member states to register their support for these key proposals in the next intersessionals and ensure a strong outcome on document on debt. Thank you.